Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by the channel. So today, rode along with a buddy. They went and picked up a new to them stock trailer. So that was nice to get out of the house. So thank you, Brock. I really appreciate that. They got a really nice, it's got to be almost 40-foot, 3-horse slant trailer. It's always kept indoors, full living quarters, absolutely beautiful. Their son wants to get steers, so they went and picked up something that they can haul steers and hogs in. Really don't want them in a 40-foot long, really nice 3-horse slant. So Colton Braxton, you better thank your mom and dad. They bought you a really nice trailer. So today, got home. We have dinner with the in-laws tonight. And I heard the weather tomorrow is supposed to be pretty crappy. They're calling for rain the next 2 days. Wind gusts out of the northeast, pushing 35 mile an hour. 22 mile an hour winds the rest of the day. And I thought now would be a good time to give this driveway some attention it needs. When we bought this place a little over a year ago, we had 130 ton of 411 limestone hauled in. And I'll give you guys some shots of this. It didn't fare too bad over the winter, but I had the neighbor over here yesterday with his skid steer picking up 4 more pieces of farm equipment that he actually bought off of us last year. I told him, man, I don't care if you rut it up. If you get it out of there today, I really appreciate it. So big shout out to Ryan. I really appreciate that. Anytime we need that guy, he's always there for us. But I want to get this driveway touched up a little bit. We're starting to get some big potholes down there. If we get heavy rain over the next 2 days, it's just going to be even worse. So I'm going to hook up to the, what brand is that? Land Pride Land Plane. That's one for the blooper rolls, guys. Say that 10 times fast. I will give you a model number here in a minute. This does not belong to me. The gentleman that owns that is kind of a business acquaintance of my grandfather. He bought it and used it for one project, one job they had, and it was just sitting at his shop. I tried to buy it from him. He says, you know what, come get it, grab it, take it. If I need it, I know where it's at. So I usually keep it stored indoors for him, but we're going to hook up to that. All right, guys, here's my setup. If you're not familiar with the channel, the tractor is a 2020 Kubota L3901, Hydrostat R4 tires. The tires are filled, 4-wheel drive, obviously. LA 525 loader, does have the third function. Very nice tractor for what we needed at the time on this property, and to this day, fantastic tractor. No matter what tractor you buy, you always wish you had more lifting capacity, but we do just fine with this tractor. If you're in the market but you don't need the PTO power, check out the L2501 or the 3301. I really wanted the PTO power. We cleared a lot of land with a pretty heavy-duty brush hog, so I'm happy we have it. This is a Land Plane by Land Pride. This is the GS 1560, 60 inches wide. You can run a 72-inch behind these tractors, no problem. A lot of guys do it. This one's free, so that's why I'm using it. Big shout out to J&J Lighty Enterprises for letting me basically have this for the last year. Good people. So I like to, it's hard to tell from the picture, maybe it's not, I like to leave a little bit of a crown. I like to leave the left side up, drop down that adjustable link on the right. And my personal preference when I'm running a Land Plane that I've learned through trial and error, some implements you want a little bit of sway in. When I'm using the Land Plane, the 2-bottom plow, what else do I have? I like to keep them pretty firm, even the disc. Sometimes I'll loosen the disc up a little bit. If you're running the brush hog, what other attachments do I have laying around here? I got like 10 of them for this tractor. I like to have a little bit of movement with the disc. With the brush hog, I like to have a lot of movement, especially clearing land that you're unfamiliar with. But took me a lot longer to get this thing hooked up than I'd planned. Working with basically 1.5 arms is getting old real quick, but that's the hand I was dealt, guys, so I'm dealing with it. But if anybody wants to send me a free quick hitch, man, I would appreciate it. I'm just joking, guys. I may need to buy one of those sooner than later. But let's get this going. I got about 45 minutes to hit the driveway here before we go to dinner with the in-laws. So always a good time with them. So let's see what we can do. And by the way, the ROPS are up, guys. Be safe. right, we about got that all wrapped up. I got a spot back here that I didn't get around to yet. Like I said, we're about ready to go to dinner. I got three or four trailers I have to move. I don't want to put them in the yard wet or yet, because the yard's a little wet. Driveway was a little bit drier than I thought it was going to be, which is fine with me. And let me share a couple tips that I've kind of taught myself over the last year of using this land plane. Number one, don't just bury the 3-point level. You can build up way too much material in the front. Then it falls over the first blade, hits the second blade scraper, whatever you want to call it, and it'll rise up actually, and then it'll just plop over. So then you'll end up with all these kind of just, looks like someone just took shovelfuls of gravel and dropped them in certain areas. I do use the 3-point lever stop on this tractor, and everybody's setup's going to be a little different. I usually set it about 2, and I like to hit it quite a bit. And here's my theory on that. Sometimes I'll bump it down to a 1, and I'll cut kind of deep. And then as I keep going, the next pass I make, I'll raise it up a little bit. So say I start at 1 on the 3-point lever, by the time I'm done, I'm about 2.5. Just levels it off real nice. What I like to do also is these cutters or blades are kind of angled back, so it's going to naturally kind of push stuff to the back and in the middle to kind of create a crown is what you want. I do offset the 3-point brackets. I adjust it up so or actually I do the right side down so the left side is up a little bit. Also dumps dirt out into the middle to make a crown. I'll do a few laps. Like I said, I'll start at 1, I'll raise it to 2, and then right before I'm done, I'll actually go backwards. So I'm actually pulling dirt from the middle, throwing it to the sides, and you still have that nice crown in the middle. And it works out just fine, and a perfectly smooth driveway. I've gotten questions before on if I use the Scarifier shanks or the shanks, whatever you want to call them. This unit has 4 of them, and no, I leave them in that position all the time. They're about 3 inches up off the ground. They're not going to get into anything. I haven't had to use them yet. If I ever get to a point where the driveway is just too much, a little too much to not have the blades, or I need to dig out some potholes, then I'll use that. And I'm sure I'll do a video on that. But as of now, I've never had to use those yet. The white PVC lever I used. Never had to use my right arm to move that lever up and down, which was nice. I can just reach across, hit it forward, hit it back. Another reason I was using the 3-point stop knob. I have an older brother who's been in a wheelchair his whole life. He would be proud of that, so I'll make sure he sees this video. But yeah, sometimes you get down on yourself, you can't do the things you want to do. Just being out here on the tractor finally is making me feel a lot better about what's been going on in my life lately. But always remember, man, I almost lost my right arm, and if I would have, that's the way it goes. I have limited use of it now, but when I get down on that, I just think of my older brother and everything he's overcome in his life. He has cerebral palsy, but he works on small engines. He does whatever he can. He's been in a wheelchair his whole life, and believe it or not, he used to show draft horses. My family used to have draft horses. He would show draft horses, and he would drive a team of draft horses with one hand. So that takes skill, if you know anything about that. But that worked out great. Hopefully with the therapy I'm in now, I can get this going a little better. One other thing I want to say, guys, is I've been getting some comments lately of people saying, hey man, we don't know how you don't have way more subscribers. You're down to earth. We love your channel. And that means so much to me, guys. I never did this to make money. I did this for other reasons, and those are in some other videos, so I'm not going to go into that. But I've found that there's a lot of people on YouTube that are kind of fake. That's not me. That's not who I want to be. And I'm content with the way things are going and what we're about. But saying that, there are some people on here that are 100% genuine. There's a guy on here, and you guys need to go follow him. His name's Tractor Talk with Gary. Absolutely fantastic dude. I don't know if he was my #1 subscriber or my first subscriber, but this guy's been around. He comments on almost every one of my videos. We actually spent about 45 minutes talking on the phone yesterday. He's out in Iowa. He's got a Kubota L2501. They have horses. He's got some pretty cool old John Deere equipment. That's in some of his recent videos, old manure spreader and stuff like that. But genuine guy, seems like a hard worker. We talked on the phone for 45 minutes, and I felt like I've known the guy my whole life. So if you guys can, stop over, give him some love, give him a shout out. A few weeks ago, he did a video telling his guys to come check out my channel, and I didn't even see it. It was 3 weeks before I found it, and I felt horrible because the name of the title was Go Check Out Pheasant Lane Farm. So Gary, I really appreciate the friendship we've been building. Thanks for always being there for me. I told Gary a little bit yesterday about what had kind of happened in October when I got hurt, a little more than obviously I spilled on YouTube to everyone else. But someday we'll get to that point. It's just not right now. But that's what we're going to do. Uh-oh. I think they want food. You know it's bad when you're getting so many chickens, you can't remember their names. And then my wife told me, oh yeah, I ordered 11 more. Whatever makes her happy. All right, guys, I'm going to get these chickens out of here. I'm going to put the tractor away. We're going to go have a nice dinner with the in-laws. As always, thank you for watching. It means a lot to us. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. I don't like to be really pushy about that. People are going to do what they want to do. But I appreciate you watching, everybody. Take care. If you have any questions, let me know. And like I said, I kind of started from nothing and taught myself everything that I know so far on that land plane. And as always, I'm sure everyone has a lot more to learn. If you have any tips or tricks, let me know. Talk to you later, guys. Take care. God bless.